Time now to turn our attention to NASCAR. NASCAR drivers put a lot of wear and tear on their tires, so no one's more qualified to talk about how to handle your tire care than reigning NASCAR champ Brad Keselowski. And before you hit the road for Memorial Day, we want to give you some summertime tips on how to stay safe. Brad is joining us live this morning. And Brad, you know, a lot of us look on our tires to the PSI and fill it right up to that number. Should we be right at that number?
Absolutely, Stephanie. Absolutely. There's a lot of different things you should check for, and I think you hit the nail right on the head. Memorial Day weekend, weather's starting to turn the corner, and everyone wants to get in their car and go out on a trip, go see the family, go out to the lake, go out and do all those great things. So you want to make sure that your car is in a proper condition to do that, because the weather really affects how your car performs. Simple things like if it's raining outside or if it's hot. Oh, air pressure, definitely. If your air pressure is too low, it's going to drain your car of gas mileage, and it's going to actually put a lot more heat in your tires too, which could cause them to fail.
Okay, so let's talk about the weather and the tread. Should you do that whole, you know, put a penny in the tire? I don't even know what it is, to be honest with you, to figure out if your tread is good or bad, so you don't, you know, slip in the ring.
I'll show you, Stephanie. Yeah, okay. I'll show you. Here's what you do. You take a simple penny. We've all got one laying around. Stick it in your tire upside down. If you can see Abraham Lincoln's head, then you know that you're in trouble. Your tire's worn out and it's going to fail. And how that affects the weather is if it's raining outside, if this tread gets really thin, the water has nowhere to go, and you actually do what's called hydroplaning, which is when the car sits on top of the water instead of on the asphalt and slides across the road. So the weather in your tires definitely have an effect. And if you don't have the right air in your tires, the right inflation, like you were talking about earlier, on a hot day, your tire's going to build a lot of heat, and it could actually just blow out. So you want to check that too. Very simple thing to do. Just take this tire pressure gauge, put it on this valve stem right here. It's going to give you a readout and tell you what the inflation of your tire is. And you asked earlier, well, what's the proper amount? And pretty much always you can trust your car. If you just open the door up, Stephanie, and there's a sticker, and it'll tell you what it should be.
All right, Brad, thank you. Currently in 7th, by the way. We want to give Brad some love in the standings right now. So good luck on repeating the title there for you. Thanks for being with us this morning.